Poly-Emp Employment Advisory Service is an employment service for young people with learning disabilities. We focus particularly on the ones that are under 25, who've never had a job before and just really struggle to get the opportunity to work. So although our main focus is on the young people who've completed the employment skills course, we are open to other young people out in the community. Within Unitec, what we do in the last couple of months is that we run workshops, so we call them employment workshops. So we do about 4 workshops for the young people at MIT and Unitec. That's around who we are, what do we do, what do employers want from them, what can they expect from a job, and we actually get them to start thinking about what would they like to do, what are their skills, what sort of interests have they got. So just to start them learning and thinking about, oh, I actually could have a job. It's a really organic process and it's very individual. It's very much, and we have to hold on to that no matter what's happening with our contract or anything else. We have to offer an individual service, so it's really about each individual and each employer.
It's not being rude or abrupt. When you say no, it's a matter of not exactly saying no, but explaining your circumstances and getting them to understand where you're coming from.
So Job Club is something that we invite the young people to attend. One of the reasons is that it's really good for the peer support. I think that's one of the things that they get out of it most, is that they just love coming and connecting with people, talking to each other. So we practice interview skills, we talk about what employers want, we talk about their rights, and we also celebrate success. So if somebody has had an interview, we bring them in and say, okay, what's happened to you? So that everybody is part of that journey.
So I did work experience at a place called Country Bears.
Ariella was one of the young people we were working with. She just wanted to work with children. Now we're aware that it is really hard to get a job with children if you don't have a qualification.
When I started with Poly-Emp, I was asked about jobs, and then they started guiding me in the right directions.
She was so determined and she was doing some work experience, and we tried to get her to look into some other things, like you might not get a job in early childhood, let's try looking at some other things. But she was so determined that we said, okay, we'll do this with you, we'll look around. We approached Junior Junction and they were quite keen to employ her, so we created a role that would work for Ariella. And although she doesn't like the cleaning, it is a role of a support person. So the idea is that she's a support person so that the teachers can teach.
So I work at a daycare centre called Junior Junction, and I am a support teacher, and I mainly look after preschool children between the ages of 3 to 5 years old, and I absolutely love my job. When I found the job at Junior Junction, they then told me that they would check in on me every now and then to see how I was doing, which was really helpful.
What's the best thing you like to work?
Probably taking the children to the park, just around the back of the daycare centre, and they just love having fun and also just watching over them and seeing them smile. So I really like Poly-Emp because the staff are really nice, and they were very helpful towards me, and the jobs that the Poly-Emp staff do are amazing.
I really like Job Club because it helps me get prepared for jobs, and they really help me decide what jobs are suitable for me.
I want a job in admin, like administration and office work, and my dream job is to get a job in design or TV.
I like to have an interview to learn how to get a job, and so I can learn how to make friends.
I just recently come back to Job Club. I was currently working as a receptionist. And I'm hoping that coming back to Job Club, they will find office work similar to what I was doing before.
I come back to Job Club to find another job, and Poly-Emp will hopefully help me find another one. and like they've helped me in the past.
My second interview tomorrow for McDonald's, and I really hope to gain experience and new friendships, and I'm also a very hard worker.
I like when we talk about our dream goal for our job, what we wish for in our future, because that's the one important thing, that we always have dreams.
We make it very clear that this will take a long time. It's not going to take 1 month or 2 months, and it takes a long time because we work very, very hard to make sure it's the right match. So it's the right employer and it's the right young person.